times to just, okay.
Okay, good. You know what, but what's really good about what you're doing now is that you move quite a bit already on the floor. And you understand how things line up to keep moving around, so you're not getting stuck just in one spot.
When I start out, I'm really good about knowing the 45 degrees. But once then I start going around, I sort of lose track of it, you know.
That's what we were just doing. When you come up to the corner, then it's like you're laying your track out, and then you have to lay it into the next position and the next position, right, all the way around the floor, which can get confusing right there at that corner.
And then sometimes in social dancing, I start the open box without realizing I have to be diagonal center. I might be going diagonal wall, and I'll start that anyway, and then it screws me up.
Yeah. It'll mess you up if you don't start it in the right direction.
Unless I get enough room, sometimes I can manage. But
but it'll always mean that you've had to do something, and you're going to get your body position twisted, and then it's hard to get back.
But I still think we're not going up enough. And I still think I'm not good sometimes, like when you do the hover to go and then actually toe and then heel.
That's what I would say.
You know?
That's what I'd say generally is still getting articulation with the feet.
Right.
You know, and because if you watch it, if your feet are flat, then all the movement's going to be flat, right? And you know, I think some of those exercises that we were talking about, where you practice just being up on the balls of your feet, because a lot of it you just have to strengthen your feet too, because especially I think men, because women we tend to be more in heels, you know, and maybe not super high heels, but even that little bit of lift tends to get us used to being more with our weight in a different place, right? You can tell if you've had high heels on and you put flat shoes on, it's a whole different feel of where your body position is. But because men's shoes are flatter, they tend to be flatter in that.
Maybe we should get Cuban heels.
Yeah, that's why the guys, and if they're doing Latin, they wear those higher heels because it pitches them in a different way to use the balls of the feet more. Ballroom, though, they don't use that because there's so many times where you do have to be striking with a heel. And you've got those hard, but women, we still get to use our heels in both dances. So.
And backwards most of the time.
Yeah, right, and backwards, right.
Then I think if we went slower, I could concentrate more on what my feet are doing. Because sometimes when we first started, I thought, okay, I'm doing it right. I went toe, heel, blah, blah, blah. And then when we just did it now, I'm like, I couldn't even think.
Right, because you're just kind of responding, wait, we're going over here, and now we're going over here. What my feet are doing.
And actually, I think we should do it more to music now. Now that we're working on that, it really helps, because without the music, I speed up, and then, you know.
Right.
And then you'll feel more like,
and we do need to get
and it's just like there's different things that you want to do in different ways. Like when you just practice on footwork, sometimes just doing drills on footwork, like going backwards, rolling through the feet, and just doing that and not worrying about the patterns that you're doing, you know, because then you're dancing, like you said, you get distracted with so many different things that you can't think of all of them at once. Or if you're going into a twinkle, again, I've got toe, heel, toe, toe, heel. There's all those different things that have to happen with the feet to get it all technically, get that nice flow. I mean, you could do it without that, and many people do. But it's really a lot more enjoyable the more you know about what you're doing. You know, just especially with two people doing it together, right? If you're doing it by yourself and you're not affecting anybody else, but when you're doing it together, creating that nice balance. So sometimes doing like some music work. So the focus is staying on time with the music and feeling the music. Because when you're thinking about all those other details, sometimes it's hard to listen to the music. Oh yeah, the music playing. Even though you're both musical, it could be easy to not be able to connect with the music because you're too busy thinking about other things. So we can do a piece of it where we do some with music, where we're not going to focus on the technical aspects as much, but we're going to focus more on the beat of the music and staying in time with the music. And then we can come and do, you know, some drills on what your feet are actually doing, and you know.
I think I know I should be doing this, but then I forget when we're doing it, dancing.
Right.
So,
right.
Like,
And
right.
and sometimes it gets into this position because if you're unsure of where you're going, it's hard to keep that presence, which is kind of the confidence of being in a balanced position because everything's moving in the right way, then you can hold this. But if this is all going off, this is going to be you're going to see it through the upper body. Yeah. So do you want to do a little bit with music to start? And then we'll come back and do a little bit of the technique. Actually, I probably can just use their computer here. One, two, three, 1, 2.
I was going way too
Yeah.
I could feel my tachycardia.
Right. So now we'll just focus mostly, so the main focus is going to be staying on time. So if you don't have all your heels and toes and stuff, but mostly we're going to think about, for this part of it, of just making sure that we connect what we are doing with the music.
And what about when to start? Like, sometimes I think, oh, we should start, and he doesn't start, and then he starts when I think,
right, I think we talked about that a little bit. If I'm going to go, I mean, you can start with the phrasing of the music. So you know how the music will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2,
so it's not
3,
really 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
4.
It really is a 6 measures.
Well, I mean, if you want to get, if you started 1, 2, 3 and you started on the next one, which I said 4, that's still on time with the music.
Right.
But to be in phrase with the music, because you're musicians too, that can be something that you could eventually work towards.
I think like the downbeat.
Yeah. So the 1 is the downbeat each time, but the 1, 2, 3, if I counted it to 6, the 4 is a lighter downbeat, right?
Oh, okay, see,
yeah.
I'm not aware of that the 4 is the lighter downbeat.
Yeah.
So you're looking for the heavier downbeat. See, I don't know, I just counted in my head.
If you did 1, 2, 3, 4, you would still be on time, but it wouldn't be quite as musical if you hit it on the strongest downbeat at the beginning of the phrasing. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
it
6,
is noticeably softer. See, until you pointed that out, I really wasn't noticing that.
Sometimes,
and I have no musical training.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bass or the drum will have a little bit more of an emphasis on that 1.
Yeah. So what I would do is on the 4, 5, 6, if you did count it to 6, just to kind of get in the more musically, on the 4, 5, 6, I'm actually getting ready so that when it's one, instead of waiting till one to actually try it.
Your knees.
Yeah. So if I was standing here like this with my foot out to the side, and I do that because it helps you feel my weight all the way here. If I'm like this, you can't tell where I'm at, right? So here it helps me, and if I just change my weight back and forth for just a second, you can feel where I am, which foot I'm standing on. But if my feet are together, and even if I change my weight, you can't feel it because it's right underneath me. So by starting here, it helps to get that feel of getting everything balanced. Oh, this is a harder song to hear too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Right, so I started getting ready on that 4, 5, 6 so that I am hitting that strongest beat. So if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So on that 6, that's when I'd start letting her know by getting just a small compression through the leg. But your tendency is you let her know right through the top. Instead of nothing changes through the top, and it's all through the bottom. Right? That way you're not sacrificing your own frame. Now, I would say that you waited until the 1. You did 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1.
Okay.
So that's kind of loading up the joints in the leg so it can push you forward into that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Now, so.
Batman.
So if you did it just by yourself, because when there's somebody standing in front of you, the tendency is to want to kind of move them out of there so that you. But if you're just standing here and go ahead and point your foot to the side, and without doing it to music yet, just relax into that. And as you do, I'm going to let this one start to collect. So it's not, or else you know what happens? I'm here and it goes.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So, yeah. So it would collect here and then move out. And that time, she's getting all that time before you come at her to get ready.
I never thought about that here you're going to go.
Right. So you always, if your feet swing from where they connect, it's much better for your balance.
Okay.
And it's much easier to get a heel, too, instead of sliding.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it's easier to do that if you're not doing complicated patterns, right? But I have a tendency that my mind kind of goes off. I start out okay, and then I don't know, during the dance, my mind just.
I'm not sure when you're cutting to the music.
Right.
When I'm listening.
Right.
Yeah, my own metronome goes off inside of me, and it kind of gets disconnected from the music.
But it's probably a good for your music playing too to have that awareness of that consistency of the beat of your metronome, like you said.
When you go to ukulele group, there's a bass player.
They keep the beat for you.
I don't have to worry about it. I just keep going,
But you still kind of have to pay attention, so you go with them, right?
Actually, I'm usually leading the song.
Oh.
But because they all go in unison, it's like riding a wave,
They just keep going faster with you?
Well, they actually, I listen to the bass because the bass guy really knows what he's doing. So that's my cue. That's my metronome.
Yeah, it's different though. If I had to do it with my hands, I probably couldn't. Well, I've done drumming and it's hard for me to keep that consistent. But with my feet, I'm just used to it. I don't know. It's just whatever you get used to.
But also when you listen to the words in the music, They do retard sometimes.
Yeah.
Slow down and
Right.
speed up, and so you have to go
Right.
with the music. You can't just...
Right, and a lot of people that don't know music, they go with the melody and the words, and yeah, it'll do something different, and they'll do something different, and they'll lose the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, you have to keep.
Yeah, the 4 has a very soft downbeat.
Yeah, and if you think of it,
softer,
right, and if you think of it, when you're doing the first half, there's more drive for you.
Yeah.
The second half, there's less. So you can kind of do your part very much with the music in that way. So you've got the boom and back off and drive. Drive and quiet and drive and quiet, drive, quiet, drive. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Energy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4.
I had to really work to slow myself down because I kept finding myself speeding up.
Right.
And I had to listen to the music and.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking too of the, remember the 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
Three, I don't know if we were doing that or not, but 1, 2, 3,
And so that goes kind of with the rise and fall too, right? So if you're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where I'm doing the lowering. And the lowering and prepping, just like you did in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, so good. Sometimes it's good to just work on, again, take one piece of it, and you know, if your heels and toes aren't in the right place, it's okay. Even though those all help you actually to be more musical. But when you're just focusing on making sure that your steps, you know, are with the beat of the music, it's sometimes nice to not have to do worry about too many other things.
Because this should be simple, but it's not. See, even counting, I count too fast. I need to. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, but you noticed it though.
I noticed it.
You were just a hair ahead.
I don't know
and
why.
typically it would have got just a little bit more, progressed a little bit more until you're like a full beat out.
But I keep fighting myself because I don't know why I do that, but I'm aware of it. But
And I think the easiest place to get ahead of it is when you close your feet together. Because, and we talked about this last time, because if you pick your feet up, you're not moving anywhere, so it's easy to go faster right there. But if you draw, like you put on the brakes, that slows you down. So you have to kind of put on the brakes each time as you're closing your feet together to stay with the music. So that technique does help you to slow down right there, where you're not really traveling, you're just closing. maybe there's a little travel to it, but that's not the function. It's to collect your legs under your body. Okay. You want to try one more time?
Sure. With dragging my feet.
Start one more time.
So start on the 4?
Yeah, you did. And it was a little bit late on the 4 even. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Slow it down when you're drawing your feet together. Slow it down right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice.
Dragging the toe does help.
Yeah, it does, right? It has like the little break on.
I didn't do it, and then I kind of did it, and then you can tell the difference. Yeah.
And anytime you feel like you're getting faster, that's like the brakes, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And as the lady, the man sets the timing, but I always say that the lady helps to hold the timing. So, because I'm not going to rely on you to move me, I'm going to also be aware of the timing and moving myself in time also. So you're not having to kind of push me along.
You're the bass player, and I could kind of
yeah.
I'm leading, you're the bass player.
Right. And sometimes it can be confusing on what's leading and what's following, and am I actually waiting for the man to? So you'll set the timing, but it's like playing with another, like you said, you kind of have to go along with it, Yeah. Or, yeah. And do one more?
Sure.
Yeah. So this you can practice at home now too, because you know what you're going to practice, And Linda, draw your feet a little bit slower together. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. So for the rest of the song, let me have you do kind of some of the other moves that you did in the beginning and see how it is to keep timing, because you were doing great there. Yeah, that was much better, wasn't it?
It does feel better.
Yeah. And if you're both synchronized to that, that's easier to synchronize to each other too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why I used to feel like he was like pushing me around the floor because I'm trying to go to a different beat.
Right. And he gets a little bit faster. Yeah.
He's getting exhausted.
Yeah.
I get exhausted because I'm fighting myself inside. You know,
right. And it's hard to keep your breath going too. You know, you tend to hold your breath.
Much more relaxed. Feel it.
Yeah.
It's more from the dance. You're just listening to the music.
Right.
It's beautiful. And you're just floating around.
Right. Yeah. Okay, and that's going to be, I was thinking as you were doing that, it's going to be really important when you do your Queen's Waltz to be on time, right?
Yeah.
And in those moments when you're doing a performance, it seems like everything's in slow motion. You know, so the tendency to get ahead of the music when you get, you know, because we all get those butterflies, you know, and they're like, oh, extra energy. So you want to just like, go. But so really making sure that we focus with the timing each time would probably be really good so that you're really used to that without any problem. Yeah, because you can hear it, you know, and some people cannot hear that if they don't, you know, because you've played music in that, that's really a good advantage.
So let's try the other step to this music. The one, the first one we learned with the conventional.
Okay.
Twinkle and then flip around.
Because, I mean, some of the technical aspects of it could get better where it's easier to stay on time, but you did maintain your timing.
But then once we got over it, then I lost it.
Right.
The corner thing.
The corner thing.
But you know, so that's good. You did stay on time. There's a couple of things that I noticed. I think I noticed this the last time too, and you know, you kind of have to pick which things are the most important things to work on. When you send her out across here, there's a checking step with your right foot forward that you tend to leave out.
Oh, okay.
And I think that kind of throws you. It didn't take you off time. You were still able to maintain.
Start with a twinkle, right?
1, 2, 3, and it's this next step.
Yeah, okay. See, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. That's part of the problem,
right. So you're standing on your left foot. And your right foot comes forward and across to 1. Now, and do you see how so here's forward would be right here, but I'm actually going across myself. And then I'm just replacing my weight to the back foot. And that's where she's going to start coming across. And then I move to the right as she goes over to the left side.
See, I was unclear on the step.
And it's kind of crowded there, why it's easy to not feel like you have any room to go there. You know, so once you do 1, 2, 3, right here, 1, 2, 3. And by stepping over here, because she's on this side, it gives me more space. If I go here, I couldn't really get my leg there because she's right there. So I think that's why you tend to kind of leave that out, because you just didn't have any room to do it.
Let's see if we can do it. I'm not going to do the music right now. We're just going to do the step. So it's coming.
1, 2, 3. And now remember that you're following him here. So his leg is going to come through and you're going to be slightly behind him. Yeah.
This is the one where I go across?
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's do it one more time.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now when you come across, Linda, it's more on the 2 that I'm going to come across. And so I think before, because he wasn't taking that step himself, he was sending you there earlier.
Okay.
So if I do 1, 2, 3. Right. So 1, I'm not going to try to start going over there because in reality I wouldn't actually know.
Right,
I mean, you do know because. So all I know is that I'm going to step to here, 1.
Okay.
Do you see? So I'm not trying to go 1.
Okay.
I'm just right here.
Okay.
Then as you replace your weight back, you kind of move out of my way, 2. And then we both go side 3. But I think you got to where you were going earlier because he wasn't taking that step through there. He was just sending you across.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just fudging it.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Right.
So
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I always feel like this hand, if I keep it here, it's harder for you to go around because we can't get as close there because our arm. But if I go down here, we could get really close to each other because our arm's out of the way. Then if I'm here,
that's
right? Okay. So when I lead you across, I would drop that hand down. So let me go ahead and do it from the beginning and keep a nice bend in this elbow. There you go. So I'm going to do the twinkle. 1, 2, 3. And now as we take this step through, I'm going to at the same time bring this hand down. Okay. You feel how that's synchronized right there? So now, whoops, so you don't have to go yet.
Okay.
So you just have to take the step. Go ahead and stand on it. Now you're going to go when I back up, because I'm kind of in, you have to go way over here. Yeah. But as I back up, look how you have space right there. So now you're going to go, whoop, and then just stay right there. And I just wanted to show you how the hand is here. So if I was here, it would push you further away. Yeah, so here we're close, and now we can just move to there.
Looks better. Okay,
yeah. So it comes down right as that leg's coming through. 1, 2, 3. So it's right, and you can see I just drop it. I'm just releasing and as the hand drops down, it's easy to change it. If I try to change it up here and then drop it down, it's much harder. So it's the process of dropping it and stepping. So dropping it and stepping at the same time.
Okay.
Dropping it and stepping. And then you don't come across until I back up. And you can see that how close we are right here because the hand is here. And then we just move away from that center point.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
Okay.
Let's try that.
And you can see it's a lot of details, but it makes it much easier, right? 1, 2, 3. Now, as you take that step,
Okay.
And let me just do that with you a couple times, just with the hand. So the hand is up here, and it drops. And as it drops, it does the shift at the same time.
Okay.
As opposed to trying to drop and then do that, right?
Okay.
It just kind of all at once as your right foot comes through. So, and that's an opposition move. Yeah, contra body. Boom. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So after I go down, then I just step back on the left foot and draw this back at the same time?
Yeah, you don't have to draw it back. You're just going to go here.
Okay.
I mean, it might draw a little bit, but I don't have to get it back all the way to here.
So to go back, you just kind of diagonally cut across, so to speak. Okay. That's better.
1, 2, 3, drop.
I'm so worried about the step, I forget where they are.
1, 2, 3, drop and side.
Let's try.
And let me just do it with you one time first. So go ahead and bring your elbows back, right? So they're to the side of your body. That's it. There you go. 1, 2, 3, drop. So as you take that step, drop. Yeah, just getting used to what that feels like. Drop, and then as you retract to there. Yeah, and see, you just kind of left that in between us right after you dropped it down.
Here, see if we
Now, stop for a second. And bring it out. Because then it's like feels a little tight over here. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3. Drop and sigh.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. One, 2, 3, drop and sigh. Yeah.
It should be back further.
Was it her off or should I be more forward?
You know what, it probably is a little bit of each of you right there, because when that hand drops right here, when you take the step here, keep your elbow, and as you step back, it's going to go right to there. Do you see? So it's just staying right next to you.
Right.
If it stays out here, I'm going to go.
Yeah, right.
Right. So it's a little bit. So that would be your adjustment, is making sure drop. That when you go back, it comes by your left hip, left to there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then my adjustment is making sure that, do you see how this foot again has to rotate? Because if it goes here and I don't rotate it, it puts me over. Yeah. I can't stay close to him if I'm not turning my foot on the floor. So when I step here, 1, 2, 3.
180 needs to be like there.
And do you see how this one's a little bit forward of that? So, and there might be a little bit, but depending on where he goes, you know, and I kind of feel, so if I take this step, he's going to keep this hand, it's going to be here, which keeps my foot pretty much parallel to the other one, as opposed to going out here. But before, your hand was over there, so it did send you that way. So here, and then this hand, you see how this is going to stay right here, and I'm just going to turn around it.
Side or little feet or
yes.
And I did this thing again too.
Now, do you want me to take the music off so you don't have to worry about the music? Yeah, let me just stop that, and then, because it's good to isolate and not have to do too many things at once. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
She's way off. So,
and then,
but I did leave my hand out there, so I guess.
Right.
But she was sort of pulling my hand that way.
Oh, she was? Okay. Quit doing that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, that was a good one. And I definitely was watching your hand, and it did stay closer to you that time. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice. And you see, you moved up a little bit to her, which is actually nice. That'll work out, because she's not going to be even with you, but she'll be slightly forward. So
like sometimes when you do an underarm turn, you have to go up. And
you make the adjustments.
Where she finishes.
Yes.
Let's do it slower.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And remember when you're dropping this hand down, in the arc of it coming down, do you see how it comes closer to me right here? So if I go, you see how then I'm sending it further away? But if I go, it's almost like I'm bringing it to my leg, right? Instead of both of them going forward, which again would push you further out. 1, 2, 3, to the leg. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I know. When you get everything lined up, luckily it's easier instead of harder. 1, 2, 3, and in, and nice. Nice. Yeah. See, it's just that you just didn't have all the pieces yet, but you can't really get them all at one time. You have to. It's a process.
But that starts the whole routine out. So if you don't get that right, then you know.
Yes. Yeah.
So shall we do the whole thing and see if we can piece it together?
Okay.
That'll give you a much better start though when you get that going.
Was it blinking?
You need some wheels on there now, huh? You can like follow around.
Okay. 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, Linda, we just closed our feet at the end. You got a little bit, and you know the reason that your foot ended up going, oh wait, or did we pass the feet?
Well, I was thinking
we've done it both ways, haven't we?
Why did I do that time?
I think we've done it, I think on the syncopated one we passed our feet, and the other one we closed our feet.
Right. Because it's more silver, so.
Yeah.
And we were doing something one day when
we did pass it on the syncopated one when we were working on that.
Yeah.
But what do you think? That made that smoother, didn't it? And the other thing is that if we're holding hands here, so wherever that hand is, I have to learn how to keep my body so that you can see that there's still a bend in the elbow here. So if I go here, it's going to be a problem on the next part. It's going to throw me off when I start to move. So it's getting used to knowing where that hand is and knowing if my body's getting too far away from it. Yeah. And knowing if, especially because we're both moving to the side, that if we both go out there, then it's like trying to take that next step is difficult.
Let's try one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now stop right there. And then just look. So you probably could have been a little bit. Yeah. And bring your elbows back. So that's going to bring you slightly closer to him.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Yeah, there you go. So see how you still have something left?
But she's still forward.
Maybe just a little bit. But this is what I was watching on this right here.
Yeah.
And before getting that, yeah.
Let's try again. Let's try to get a little better alignment also.
There you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now if you just came right back, that was a good one though, right?
Yeah.
That you had that nice bend, both of you, and you were a little more side by side, Then you know what you're shooting for each time, and then as you're practicing that, you get just more and more consistent.
Try the whole thing.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And you'll for sure want to put that in your dance somewhere.
Yes.
So we're already kind of working towards getting that. Yeah. And then those rules of always making sure if you're in an open connection that you're not, that you always have a little bit left in the elbows. You know, if it's one arm here or wherever it is, we don't let ourselves get to that place. And you can see the other thing that happens there is, instead of, see that gives it that nice connection, there's nothing there to lead, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. The one other thing that I was thinking that would be good to review is the rotation of just the box step, how we were doing the quarter turns. So, and that where we were just being very efficient with your movement. So if I started facing this way and then turned a quarter turn when I went to the side and then step back and point to the next direction as you're on the second half. So that we got a lot of movement on that. And I know we were kind of doing that with the music and weren't really focusing on that. And you can see if I do this, I mean, it's not awful or anything, but if I do this, then I can get more efficient movement, right, across the floor. 1, drive across. Then she goes. You go. She goes. You go.
Oh, you were in my way. I was trying to get through.
Yeah, and so now what I noticed is when you're trying to get through up there, so if you're going through here, or if I'm going through, so go ahead and bring your head on that side, and I'm going to get a little bit closer, because the further away, the harder it is to get around each other. Here, that's it. So I'm going to move through to there, and you're going to come all the way. I'm going to move through. You go. I go. You go. Yeah. Now stop right here for just a second. Go ahead and take your head to the left. And I'm going to do this.
Oh, go up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can see that distance between us right there from the camera, right? If we start dancing like this, I'm going to turn you around. We're going to have that same distance here. And we're going to hold. Now I'm going to stop right there. Keep back there. There you go. Okay. Now, especially when you step forward here with your left foot, it's easy to go like that for both of you when you step forward with the left. So when you step forward with the left, keep yourself back as you take your foot. Yeah. And I'm going to keep myself back as I take my, now you stay back. I'll stay back. You stay back instead of, right? You can feel the difference? That's the main spot where it tends to kind of drift in towards each other.
And then I feel like when we're dancing, all of a sudden I start with a good frame with it. There's no frame at all. It's
right.
You know, the frame's collapsed and she's floating like a jellyfish.
And it's just easy when you're standing in front of something, you know, it's like, oh, you gotta, you know, right? And so feeling like when I go forward, you can see how my foot goes. You can actually see my foot going before the, if my shoulders go forward, it kind of limits my size of my step and everything that I can take. So I want to make sure that this goes and nothing changes here. Right? There you go. So whoever steps forward, so here it's Elliot and Linda, that's better. And then if I stop you here just for a second, it's really easy to get the hand either over on this side. Do you see how it's, and what I notice is that you have a little bit of a turn. Do you see I'm turned away? I'm doing a little more than you. And then the hand is here instead of.
Okay.
You see that, so that gives you a different feeling. And because we're responding to what the man's doing, that's it. So bringing, I would say you made that adjustment. And then we're going to bring this hand this way. So it's here instead of, and then, Now, keep your head, there you go. That's it. And I think that might have come, now that I made that adjustment, from keeping your head over on that side. Do you see how? Because that when I brought you like this, your head wanted to go over here. Yeah.
It feels so unnatural.
But your shoulder blade, everything's lined up. Yeah. And then you just do want to watch that you're not tipping your head back. There you go. That's better. And whoever's stepping forward, stay back. Good, Linda. That was a good one. Nice. And
I'm aware of that.
And remember that as you're practicing that when you close your feet together, it's where
I forgot to drag
putting on the drag of having that kind of breaks the speed.
Keep it slow and drag my feet.
You say 3.
I can see when my shoulders open again. Kind of really work.
There you go. And see, and you still want to make sure that you don't turn so that you can't see past her when you're going traffic and everything. Yeah. And drag. And drag. There you go. And drag. 1, 2. Whoever's going forward stays back. That's it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Nice adjustment there.
Trying to keep all the parts in order. It's really.
So we need to come up with some kind of thing that we could just like attach to you, and I could have like a little.
They call it an exoskeleton.
Yeah, there we go. And then you just relax and just kind of control. Yeah. Probably have dance partners that are robotic someday. Then they'll know all the steps, and you just hang on. But it doesn't move your body. That's the only thing. Is that this is so good for your body at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tease us by showing us just one simple bronze level step that we can do that we haven't done yet.
Okay, let me think of a one that I wanted to do with you anyway. Well, you know what? One that's probably a really good for just practicing, maybe not so spectacular, but technically is a really good one to know is the progressive change steps. And this is the same thing that they were using in Viennese waltz to change directions. But first we learn it just to another way to just go down the floor. And if I'm going to do it actually here so you can kind of see it. You're going to keep doing back side together, and I'm going to do forward side together. Oh, actually, I think, did we do this one? You did this.
We did the one
outside partner version of it, I think.
Right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the silver version. Let me give you the bronze version of that same one, because that's a really good one. And it's pretty whether you close your feet or pass your feet. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to step on, you're going to go back with your left. And I'm going to step on the outside of your foot. 1, 2, 3. 1 side together, back side together, back side together, back side together. Yep, and let me do. So that's.
The other one. The other one is the little. I got it.
It's harder because your feet keep moving. So here you're going to go. First one, I step straight towards you, and then I'll turn us to an angle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So this is the outside partner version. Then there's also one that I step straight towards you, and it's good to know that too. And that's the one that I said is like the change step that they did in the Viennese, is that we're going to keep alternating which foot you step forward with, just like that. But I'm going to go right towards you. So you're going to go back side together. Yes, back side together, back side. And this has no angle to it because I'm not turning to the outside partner position. Okay, that's good. And it gives you, practice on that swinging to the side and changing weight.
Let's just try the last one. Well, it's still in my mind. Let's try the last one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
I feel like I'm stepping on my toes.
Yeah, and you know what happens is that you lose the alignment a little bit of your body position.
Should we be offset
Yeah, you are offset. When you hit her toe, did you hit this one? I think you did. That one. Okay. Yeah, and it's just because you lost your alignment. You do want to be in an offset position, but not so far offset. So we have 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Now that time you brought your feet together but didn't change weight. So you stepped with the same foot twice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, we just gotta get lots of movement.
Yeah. Can I do it with you one time? That was better. I saw you got her foot one time.
Counting.
Okay. So, and now bring your elbow out to the side here. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Now that's the one I saw. So you want to make sure that as you took your step, it kind of angled across that way.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Whoops, I did it again. Okay.
Now do it out here one time so you can see where your feet are going. 1, 2, 3. 1. Whoop. So now you don't have to go that far because then
when I'm looking,
then you're going to get this foot.
I'm cheating when I look. So
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Side. Pull your foot in. Drag the foot still. Drag it in. Drag it in. All the way
so
together.
it's a reasonably large side step.
Yeah. Because that's where you get that nice swing through. Yeah?
Okay. I was taking 2 small side steps and not the right one.
That's a nice sway.
Yeah. It's a good one to practice your swing and sway on. Yeah.
Okay.
Down our hallway.
Yeah, there you go.
Are we going to do it this way?
Well.
1 swing to the side. 1 swing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Drag the foot. 1. Drag the foot. 1, 2, 3. 1. What was that?
Am I doing it all on my toes?
Actually, your footwork is, so when you step back with your right foot first, toe heel,
Okay.
and that releases. Then when I step to the side, I'm going to put this toe down, and then I'm up on my toes when my feet come together, and then I drop my right heel down. So it's toe heel, toe, toe heel. Toe heel, toe, toe heel. So whatever foot I'm dragging in, that's the one the heel goes down on. And that's the third step.
No, but I was doing it all on my toes.
Right. And the reason that we don't do it all on our toes going backwards is because you can't really get as much movement.
Yeah.
And the man will just kind of plow you down there. 1, 2, drop the heel. 1, 2, drop the heel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Yep.
I'm thinking in my head.
Did the heel? Yep. Yep. And that was much better. And I don't think, did you get her feet that time? Yeah. So it starts getting understanding the alignment with the body position.
If you take a big enough side step, then I was thinking too small a side step. And that's what caused the problem.
Yep. Right. And then you didn't get, on the outside of her foot.
Right.
Okay. So then when you do the sway, okay, so where'd you, 1, 2, 3, so you swing.
You gotta sway this way.
Yeah, exactly.
You sway opposite the direction you go.
Yes.
And we're both swaying the same way, obviously, right?
Yep.
And then you sway like this way too.
So what you do is when you go to the side, so if you were going, you step back with your right foot, when I'm going to the side to the left, you can see how I put my foot out first before the body, and you can see that makes my sway go this way. So if I go the same way, it'll make me fall over. So this counterbalances me so that I don't fall into the direction that I'm moving. So it's always, so then you go back here, and it's this way. Yeah, and everything underneath the foot and the knee and the hip is swinging out before the upper body. And that's what creates that, is everything kind of swinging underneath you. Yeah, good. I think that was good. So the music part of it.